everyone, I'm Jess, and this week we're tackling the grand operations in Battlefield 5, welcoming the Dark Room to PC, and looking ahead to the new releases. Here's the TLDR. Nintendo announced on Monday that a new limited edition version of the Switch will be coming for Pokemon Let's Go, featuring Pikachu and Eevee. Coming out on the 16th of November alongside the game, the console will come with one yellow and one brown Joy-Con, Eevee and Pikachu decals on the docking station, and silhouettes of both Pokemon and Pokeballs on the back of the console. You can choose if your console comes with a pre-installed version of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, and all bundles will come with the Pokeball Plus controller, which includes Mew as an extra addition for your Pokedex. Numbers will be very limited on this, so expect it to sell out fast. And if you can't wait to be the very best, then click the link below. Yesterday, Blizzard and Nintendo announced the release date for Diablo 3 on Switch. The full-featured port will launch on the 2nd of November and will include all DLC to date, as well as several Switch-exclusive items. This means that not only will you get both the Reaper of Souls and Rise of the Necromancer expansions, but also some lovely Nintendo items, including a cosmetic transmorg armor set modelled on Zelda villain Ganondorf. Customers who pre-order and collect in store will get an exclusive poster, all adding up to a lot of reasons to pick up this port. It's time to start your season. The FIFA demo is out now on PS4, Xbox One and Origin. The demo features 10 clubs, including Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspurs and Bayern Munich, and will give players a chance to preview the experience, the Journey Story Mode, as Alex Hunter continues his career. The demo will also feature the new edition of UEFA Champions League, playable for the first time ever in the FIFA franchise. The demo will run from now until launch on the 28th of September. Cult comedy The Dark Room has its own game, and early access started on Steam a few days ago. A video game adaptation of the interactive stage show of the same name from comedian John Robertson, this game will test your skill and your patience as you try to escape the Dark Room. With over 3.5 hours of recorded content, plus profanity, comedy, puzzles and warped logic, this is the Dark Souls of text adventures. The full version launches on the 20th. Just don't expect to come out of this easily. Or alive. And finally, Bandai Namco have recently trademarked KATAMARI DAMACY REROLL in Europe. KATAMARI translates to clod or clump, and the franchise has seen great cult success as players aim to gather the largest ball of stuff in the wonderful world of Katamari. The last release in the franchise was 6 years ago, and only available on the Vita, so fans of the series are feeling a new title is long overdue. Although this recently acquired trademark doesn't mean a new game is imminent, it suggests that an announcement could be coming soon. We got to grips with the grand operations during the Battlefield 5 beta last weekend. Here's what we learned and what we know. An upgraded version of operations that we saw in Battlefield 1, Grand Operations brings the ultimate multiplayer experience to life, inspired by historical events. Grand Operations takes players on a mission where each day is represented by a round with different objectives that bring the narrative to life. The actions and decisions you make with your squad will impact the narrative on each day going forward, giving you new experiences each time. For the beta, Day 1 saw us parachuting into enemy lines to drive them back, with the key focus being to blow up key objectives, whereas Day 2 was an all-out ground assault to capture pairs of objectives and drive the defending team back. Alongside this, we also got to enjoy the new range of weapons that unlock as you level your classes, each with unique gunplay and an upgrade tee that really gives you something to work towards as you progress. Prepare for some intense multiplayer action when Battlefield launches on November 11th on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Manage a shop during the day and go exploring by night as you lead a double life in Moonlighter when it launches on September 28th on PS4 and Switch. Manage the goods of your shop by the day, investing in upgrades for the town, allowing you to craft weapons, armour and health potions to help you on your nighttime exploration. At night though, explore dungeons and confront enemies when you travel through the nearby gates at an archaeological excavation site. These gates lead you to different realities and dimensions where you can collect loot and add to your haul. The award-winning Life is Strange series returns on September 27th on PS4, Xbox One and PC. This long-awaited sequel from Don't Nod Entertainment will take us on a new journey, moving away from Max, Chloe and the events of Arcadia Bay, and instead introduces us to Sean and Daniel Diaz. Following a tragic accident in their home of Seattle, the brothers are forced to run away and begin their journey to their hometown in Mexico. In fear of the police and concealing a sudden and mysterious supernatural power, Sean learns that life on the road is tough, especially when caring for his younger brother, and his decisions will impact their lives forever. Become a Horizon superstar in an ever-changing open world when Forza Horizon 4 arrives on Xbox One and PC on October 2nd. Race, stunt, create and explore in the new open-ended campaign where everything you do progresses your game. Customise your driver and create custom races as you see Britain like you've never seen it before. Discover lakes, valleys, castles and breathtaking scenery as you explore a world through dry, wet, muddy and icy conditions. Take to the streets of Edinburgh or the classic English countryside and become a Horizon superstar in historic Britain. Remember where it all began? We certainly do. Or at least where it ended, as this week in 2010 we said farewell to the Bungie and Microsoft partnership as the original development studio waved goodbye to the Halo franchise. And what a goodbye it was. Taking us back to where it all began, the 6th game in the Halo franchise told the tale of Noble Six, a specialised group of Spartans. By the events of the game, almost all of humanity's interstellar colonies have fallen, and the Noble Six have been dispatched to investigate why a communications relay has gone offline, discovering Covenant forces on Reach. Those familiar with the Halo franchise would go into the game knowing it would be an emotional rollercoaster, as the fall of Reach marked the real beginning of the conflict with the Covenant as they overpowered the last stand of humankind. Yet few were prepared for the emotional stories told as the members of Noble Six fall prey to the Covenant forces one at a time. Towards the end of the game, 3 of Noble Six are entrusted with transporting the artificial intelligence Cortana and the information she carries to the UNSC ship Pillar of Autumn. As the other 2 members of the unit are critically wounded and slain by elites, it's up to you as the last remaining member of Noble Six to remain behind the gun control to ensure the Autumn's escape. Eventually, you become overwhelmed by the Covenant forces and the game fades to black before showing the Autumn fleeing from Reach and discovering a Halo ring world, leading directly to the events of Halo Combat Evolved. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in the same place at the same time next week. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to make sure you never miss the TLDR. The new iPhones were announced earlier this week, and if you're already excited, then remember you can trade in your old handset at your local game store or online for cash towards the new shiny iPhone XS, XS Max or XR. I'm gonna be Joe, Sean Connery. The actions and decisions. Shaking that shirt. I've ever pick up a penguin. English. Looking at it. I remember where it all began!